What's up, you guys? Welcome back. Today I am super excited because we're gonna be doing an all drugstore and affordable makeup Valentine's Day look. Can't believe that it's already February and Valentine's Day is already almost here. Honestly, I feel like Valentine's Day is one of the very few things that I look forward to, like in the dead of winter. You know, at least it gives us a little reason, go out to a nice dinner, celebrate love, like whatever. So I do look forward to Valentine's Day and not much else until the springtime comes around. So I figured a lot of you guys might be doing something special for Valentine's Day, or maybe you're celebrating Galentine's Day, which I also love, with your friends, whatever you're doing. But I figured you might want to look a little special, so I figured we could do a makeup tutorial with all affordable products so you could look your best and not have to spend a lot of money. So I'm really excited. And we're doing something really cool today. I'm partnering with Sophie, which is basically a website that makes YouTube videos shoppable. So you guys can click this link right here. I'll put it down below in the description box as well, which will bring you to their website. My video will keep playing, so you'll still see my video, but then it will also have all of the products that I use in the video listed right next to it. And if you purchase any of those products, it'll also give you free shipping. Well, again, like I said, feel free to click the link here, or I'll have it down below in the description if you want to check it out. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and click the little bell right next to the subscribe button so you can be notified of all my future uploads. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Alrighty, first we're gonna start with primer. I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. This is newer from e.l.f. and I really like it. It's gonna help to adhere your foundation to your skin so that it lasts all night long and you look flawless throughout the night. Comment down below what your plans are for Valentine's Day, if you're doing anything to celebrate, or Galentine's Day. It kind of stinks this year that it's on a Monday. Like, I feel like my least favorite day of the week, but at least Valentine's Day makes it a little better, you know? So that's how I'm trying to look at it. For a foundation, I'm gonna jump in with one of my absolute favorites recently. This is the Covergirl Outlast Extreme Wear 3-in-1 Foundation. It's full coverage, natural matte finish, really flawless, looks really pretty on the skin. I have this one in shade Warm Beige. I love this. Originally, I thought Steven and I would go out on Sunday to celebrate Valentine's Day, just like the day before, because, you know, we have like our weekday routine and we don't like really eat out or anything during the week. Then I realized the day before Sunday is Super Bowl Sunday, so I was like, okay, there is 0% chance that I'm gonna drag my husband anywhere out of the house on Super Bowl Sunday. He will be glued to the TV all day. So that's not happening. So I guess we will be celebrating on Monday, but I don't really know what we're doing. I'll just have to wait and see. But hopefully you guys have something fun planned, whatever you're doing. This foundation is just too good. Like, so flawless. It just covers so easily, looks really nice on the skin. CoverGirl killed it. And I feel like I really have not heard that many people talk about this foundation, and I don't know why, because it's so bomb. Okay, up next for concealer. You guys know I love the e.l.f. Camo Concealer, so that's probably what you thought I was gonna use, but we're gonna switch it up today and use the Wet n Wild Incognito Concealer. I also really like this. It's full coverage, really nice. This is, what is the shade on this? Light medium. And I like the finish that this gives to my under eyes. It is not drying, but it does a good job of concealing them. And then I'm gonna bring it down the center planes of my face as well. Comment down below what your go-to drugstore concealer is. I feel like mine is either this or the e.l.f. Camo, but I do wanna try more. So comment down below what your fave is. I've had different favorites like over the years. I used to always use the Maybelline Instant Ager line. I loved that for the longest time, and I really should like rebuy it because I don't know what like made me stop using it, but I saw somebody use it the other day and I was like, oh my god, like nostalgia. That's like one makeup product that I used to use a long time ago that like I feel like I would still really like, because then I also saw somebody using the Maybelline Matte Mousse, and it was like a parody kind of thing, but I was like, oh lord no, like that I used to always use too, but that was a disaster. So yeah, let me know what your go-to drugstore or affordable concealer is. I would love to hear, but this one is really nice and really affordable. This is like literally, I think $3.99, $4. So it's cheaper than the e.l.f. Camo or really most other drugstore concealers, but it's very nice. Okay, I feel like we have to do like bright pinks and like some nice blush and stuff for Valentine's Day. I've really been into like the over blushing kind of like trend. So I'm gonna go in with this blush from Milani. I thought this was such a Valentine's Day type color. This is the Cheek Kiss Cream Blush in the shade I Cherry-ish Hue. So cute. And I am gonna go in with this on the cheeks. This is pretty pigmented, so you don't need a lot of it, just kind of dispersing it. How cute is this? Woo! If you don't know, now you know. Pink is my favorite color. I love pink, so any excuse to kind of do a pinky look is for me. It's so weird though, because back in the day, I used to literally not even use blush, and I would just put bronzer all over, and now I'm just so into blush. It's so pretty. Putting a little on my nose too. And of course, if you don't like as much blush, you could just use less of this product. It is very pigmented, so just use a tiny little bit. Now to set all over my face, I'm gonna go in with the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Pressed Face Powder. I have this in shade medium 10. I really like this. It works well to set the skin, but doesn't dry me out, which I like, and it does add a little bit extra coverage too since it is tinted. So I'm just gonna go in and set everything in place so that our makeup doesn't budge or crease throughout the night. Alrighty, complexion is all done, so I'm gonna jump into my brows. I'm gonna be going in with my favorite. This is the Covergirl Micro Brow. And I'm just gonna go feather in my brows. I'm gonna do like a more natural brow for this look. I don't think I need anything like too bold, just something soft and like romantic. Don't think I've ever used the word romantic and brows in the same sentence, but hopefully you guys know what I mean. You know, that's kind of what I want this whole look to be, like pretty but still soft and like romantic looking. You guys are probably watching me like, what is this woman talking about? I don't know. It's so crazy though now, like how much less brow product I use than I used to use before. I used to just do like most filled in like Instagram brow, and I really like the more like softer natural brow. And my brow pencils last way longer. I used to literally go through them like one every like 2 weeks, which is ridiculous. But this one from Covergirl is one of my absolute favorites from the drugstore. It's so good. I've used it for years. It honestly is just as good as high-end brow pencils, if not better. So I'm just filling them in and spooling them in. Now I'm just gonna jump in ever so slightly. This is the Covergirl Easy Breezy Brow 24-hour ink brow pen. I really like this too. It's basically like a tiny little like brow marker. And I like to go in over my brows with this and just do little brow-like strokes, especially in the front, just to emphasize like texture in the brows instead of just having them be like a block of color. I like just like adding this extra little step to give them a little more texture. And then we are good to go. Alrighty, now we are going to jump into the eyes, and I feel like it's only right to use the ColourPop little Valentine's Day palette. This is so cute. This is the Secret Admirer palette, and these are the colors, the prettiest little pink palette. So I figured we could use this today to do our eye look. So I'm gonna jump in first with the shade With Love, and I'm just gonna buff that into my crease and upper crease area. It's like a matte mauvey pink shade. I love pink like eyeshadow looks on the eyes, obviously, because like I said, my favorite color is pink, but you do have to be careful because you can make yourself look like you have like pink eye. And so I have definitely done that before. So you have to be like selective with it sometimes. So we're gonna do like a pretty soft pink look that does not look like we have pink eye, you know? The best of both worlds. Then we're gonna go in with All Night. This is just a little bit darker than the first shade we used. And I'm just gonna use the same brush and just put this in the crease. I'm not gonna bring it into the upper crease, but just building up that pink in the crease. This is such a pretty color, a little bit of like a brighter pink. Now that we have that pink built up, I'm gonna go in with the shade My Everything. Shade names in this palette are so cute. This is a deeper matte shade, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna press it into this outer corner to kind of build that depth and do kind of like a smokier eye, and then I'll gently bring it into the crease. So pretty. Gonna do the same thing on the other eye. Also, let me know what you guys, if anything, me and Steven don't really do like big gifts for Valentine's Day, but like, you know, I like to get him like a little something, but he's so hard because he doesn't eat candy. So like, I never really know like what's a cute thing to like get my husband for Valentine's Day. So let me know what you guys are getting your significant others for Valentine's Day if you have any ideas. One year I literally got him like protein powder and like beef jerky, I think, which is like cringy, but like that's what he likes. So I don't know. It's always a struggle every Valentine's Day with what to get him, but I like to get him a little something. Okay, now we're gonna go in with the shade In the Mood. This looks really, really pretty. It's a little sparkly shade. I'm gonna use my finger with this at first, and I'm gonna press it onto the lid. Oh my goodness, this is beautiful. So foiled looking. Press it in. Wow, stunning. This is like giving me Barbie vibes, this whole eye, and I love it. I'm gonna press it into the other eye as well, and we'll go in with a brush to kind of clean up any areas that we couldn't get with our finger. But I always find with shimmers like this, it's best to press in with your finger first, and then you can always go in with a brush after. Going in with the brush now, I'm gonna bring it into my inner corner as well, and just cleaning up underneath that crease. This is such a pretty shade. ColourPop always kills it on their palettes. In my opinion, they make the best affordable eyeshadow palettes because their palettes are cheaper than a lot of other like traditional drugstore brands palettes, but they perform way better. So I personally really, really like them. And I do have an affiliate code with ColourPop if you guys want to use it. It might not work on this palette, honestly, because this is part of the new collection. But it's just code Kelly. It'll give you 10% off of most of their stuff. If you want to use it, feel free. I'm just going in with that same shade and popping it right beneath my brow bone, just to emphasize that arch. Okay, for the lower lash line, I'm gonna mix together that dark shade that we use, the My Everything. And I'm also gonna put a little bit of this See You Tonight and mix them together, just so we have a little shimmer down there too. And I'm just gonna buff that onto the lower lash line and blend everything upwards so everything blends together. Alrighty. We are looking pretty good. I love the way this look is coming out. I'm excited. That's gonna be it for eyeshadow. I'm gonna go in and do some winged liner now. I don't know why, but I always like associate kind of just like flirty, like eyes with winged liner. So I'm gonna use one of my favorites. This is the e.l.f. H2O proof eyeliner pen, OG, so good. And I'm going to just do a thin line on my eyes and then wing it out. Super pretty. Now the tough part, to make the other liner look the same. All right, I think I actually did a decent job at making them pretty symmetrical. We are gonna pop on some false lashes, but I'm going to go in with mascara first. I'm gonna use the Maybelline Sky High mascara and just coat my lashes really good. You could definitely skip on false lashes too for this look. If you don't wanna add them, you could just totally do mascara. I feel like we have a lot going on with the eyeshadow and stuff, so definitely not something that you necessarily need. I just personally like them, so I'm gonna add them. But always gotta add some mascara first. I'm also gonna pop some mascara on my lower lashes as well, just to make those like fanned out. Alrighty, now we're gonna pop on some lashes. Salon Perfect makes like my favorite lashes and they're super affordable. You can get them at Walmart. These are the Light and Fluffy 694s. They're like super wispy, but they're light on the eyes, so this is what we're gonna use today. I love lashes that like look pretty and long, but aren't super heavy on the eyes, and that's like exactly what these are, so that's why I like them. All right, gonna go pop them on. Just placing them right where we have that liner, so that there's no like difference in between our natural lashes and the falsies. Gonna pop on the other eye as well. I did trim these ever so slightly, just a little bit, to fit the eye because they're a little long, at least for my eyes, but super easy to apply. All right, eyes are all done. Love the way they came out. Now we're gonna move on to the rest of the face. I'm gonna go in and bronze with this Wet n Wild Color Icon bronzer, and I'm just going to bronze up the skin with this, give us a little bit of a bronzy glow, even though it's February and we have clearly not seen a beach in months, unfortunately, unless you live in a nice climate. I forget that not everyone lives in the cold dungeon of New Jersey that I live in. But yeah, I have not seen a beach in a while. So bronzer it is for me. Then to just contour out the cheeks a little bit, I'm gonna jump in with the Kokie Matte Bronzer. I'm just gonna do a little natural contour right beneath my cheekbones. Then we can already definitely still see the Milani Cream Blush that we added before. I'm just gonna add a little bit extra blush on top with a little bit of a shimmer this time, since the cream blush did not have any shimmer to it. I'm gonna go in with this Flower Beauty Flower Pots blush in the shade Warm Hibiscus. This is one of my favorite blushes of all time. It's super pretty and will just give a little bit of a glow to the cheeks and just amp up that pinkiness to make it look like we're blushing. For highlight, I'm gonna jump in with this one from Makeup Revolution. This is the Luster Highlight. How pretty is this? I love like the rose look of it. It has a really pretty pink undertone. So I'm just gonna use this to highlight the cheekbones to give us a little glow, but you guys see that pretty pink undertone that it has to it? I love it. So pretty. A little bit down the nose and above the Cupid's bow. Ooh, I love this. Okay, now for our lips, I'm gonna jump in with this. This is the Wet n Wild Cloud Pout Marshmallow Lip Mousse in the shade Girl, You're Whipped. This is basically like a whipped liquid lipstick formula. So I'm gonna go in with this on my lips. It also smells just like marshmallows. Like it smells so good. So it's gonna make your lips smell really nice. So I'm gonna kind of use it at first to outline my lips, and then I'll fill in all over them. It's just like a pretty soft pink. And like I said, it's gonna make you smell like so sweet and amazing. Just like trust me on these, they smell so good. And what's nice about these is that they're matte, but they're not overly drying. They kind of keep that like whipped moussey like texture so they don't dry out your lips, because you definitely don't want to have crusty lips on Valentine's Day of all days. So you can totally leave it like this, but I personally am a gloss girl, so I'm gonna go over top with a gloss. And my personal favorite from the drugstore is the Maybelline Lip Dur Gloss in the shade Moon, which is like a light pink. So I'm just gonna go over top with this to give my lips a little gloss. And this does have hyaluronic acid in it too, so it helps to kind of like nourish your lips as well. All right, you guys, so this is the completed look. I love how it turned out. Super, super pretty and like flirty, and just perfect for Valentine's Day. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys all have a great Valentine's Day if you plan on celebrating, and I'll see you very soon in my next video. Bye.